Good morning, everyone. Becca, she got 2 cycles of news, so we're over her on The Bachelor. We need someone else to talk about from that show. So Jacqueline, it's your turn. She is making headlines. She wants to get a PhD. It'll take years, and people are wondering, is that gonna sink the potential relationship with Arie? Arie?
Arie.
Lewandijk.
He's not Jewish. Weirds me out.
Arie Lewandijk.
Arie Lewandijk. Is it a double standard that women are supposed to stand by their man as he goes and pursues his dreams? And that women, if she has ambitions, it could sink the relationship? What's that all about, guys? Now there's a grown-up conversation that can come out of watching The Bachelor. Thoughts, 5 words or less.
Jacqueline, you're better than him.
Yes. He sounds like a prize.
Secret. Don't have life goals.
Jacqueline, get out.
Get out, Jacqueline.
Get out.
Seriously.
Yeah, well, here, let me give you guys some backstory.
Yes, you're the resident
on this episode.
expert.
I love The Bachelor, been watching for some time now. Jacqueline, I have to hand it to her. She really came out of kind of left field in last week's.
So official.
Hey,
We're not better than
listen
this.
to me and give me the respect that I have earned.
We are equally this good.
Yes.
This is
She has like a play-by-play.
This
like the
is
Super
where
Bowl.
we're at.
All
Brooke.
the better
This
we can
is the
do.
show. It's happening. Back to me. Jacqueline came out of left field last week. She was kind of a quiet contender for some time on the show. She was receiving roses, but among my watch party, we were sort of curious as to why. We hadn't really seen much of a relationship develop. She gets a surprise one-on-one date while the girls are in Paris with Arie this week. We were very surprised. We thought potentially she might go home, like as you might remember Lauren H. from a couple of weeks back, because they just didn't have the chemistry there, and Arie has been sending girls home. We were very surprised because they had such a connection, this Jacqueline and Arie. They went on this shopping date in Paris. She seemed to have a really good time. They seemed very relaxed around each other, which is something that you notice on the day dates during the daytime, because at night they like kind of squish them together at this like tiny table, so they have to be intimate. But during the day dates, you can always see if there's actually some chemistry there, because they have to be around, like, how do you navigate a crowd in Paris together? And like, if you don't know someone, that's a weird thing to do, but they did it well. So then we get to the evening date, and now Arie expresses some concern because Jacqueline would like to pursue a PhD, and that could take 6 years. And he says to her something along the lines of, you know, I really wasn't sure how this would go because I was intimidated by you because you're so much smarter than me, and like, why would you be into me? Which is like,
that true?
What?
That she is much smarter than him.
I think I'm gonna come out and say it. I like a lot of the girls on this season of The Bachelor. I think that Arie is truly a limp noodle zombie person. I'm not sure if he has a pulse. It hasn't been confirmed. There are all these girls that are excellent, like, that have so much to bring to the table. And I wonder, like, if this guy were to come up to you at a bar, would you be into, if he was just like, hey, I wanna know how you're feeling. The only thing that he does, his move, and he did this on Emily Maynard's season as well, is he just goes in for the kiss really soon, and he really like gets in with that, like with the kiss, with the man lips.
What are man lips like?
Do you know what I mean?
Let's get up to Grace's one shot.
You don't have to.
Pretend the camera's one of the dates and you do man lips on them.
No, I mean, that sounds
use your-
bad. It's just like his lips are very like, they're aggressive but also like limp at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Grace,
And he just really
show
goes in.
us, don't tell us, right in the camera.
I need this.
I don't know what you want. Like,
Start back here.
Okay.
Now the camera is Jacqueline.
I feel-
Go right at it, like him.
I can't. I can't do this.
Way to say yes, Grace.
I'm
Way to go
sorry,
with it.
I don't
Way
know
to
what
go
you
with
mean
it.
from like, I mean, okay, so if this is then who really like gets the sucking part?
Ew.
I love those are great kisses.
Thank you,
The ones where
Grace.
they
Thanks for
encompass
going
your
along with that.
whole bottom and side. I have big lips, so I'm with it.
gross.
But what I don't get is this Jacqueline girl.
I'm so into this play-by-play. It's like a basketball game.
She's getting her PhD in clinical psychology. So that would elicit a thought process within my own brain that she can think for herself, and she knows psychologists are taught to read people and to read your psychosis, etc. So why hasn't she clocked and really, did her homework on this Arie guy?
Or just
on the
the
date.
show.
Because
Like,
she
this
came
is-
on a competition show. This is Survivor. Okay? This is road rules.
And now
Road
they're
rules,
Big
Brooke.
Brother.
And now they're in the traveling
This is not
portion.
Love Connection.
So now they're in the traveling portion of the competition. The connection between the girls on this season, friendship-wise, has, I think, been the strongest that we've seen.
Is it because he's so weak?
Yes, I think it's because he's so weak, and they have a big budget thanks to Ben Higgins' season, where the show was dipping in ratings. Ben Higgins brought it back up, so now they have this crazy budget for travel. So the girls are sad, not really because they didn't find love with Arie, because I don't think that he is capable of. I just don't know if he really. No,
He deserves it, according to Grace.
He does. Look, he is a nice guy, but we're fooling ourselves if we think he's good television. Like, I don't know what we're. The girls are what's making the show this season. So now they're in the traveling segment of it, and they're all like, they're going to Paris, they're traveling around, and the girls are sad because they don't want to leave. So you're right, it is very much a competition show now because they have these like friendships with the girls, and then they also know that they're going to be traveling and seeing and having these amazing experiences. And if you get cut because you can't just make it work with this fucking dead eyes guy, then you're gonna feel really bad, because how could you not make it work with him? He is just a mannequin with hair.
So Go ahead.
I don't want to be that person that's like wrestling is fake. Like, I know, let people enjoy things. I don't want to be that person. But this is all about competition, because no matter how great casting is, there's no way that. What do they start with? 30 women?
Yeah.
However many women? Not one of, it's been like over all the seasons, only that one girl with Juan Pablo, like only one girl has
person.
been like, you know what? I don't think I'm super into him. Everybody else is like, love at first sight. You know what? Nobody is like, you know what? I'm not super attracted to him. You would think out of 30, at least 5 every season off jump would be like, oh, I'm out. I'm not super attracted to him. I'm not interested. Like, but everybody just magically, this is a dream man for, it's just not logical.
It's not real. I
So
said
it's
that last
Survivor,
week.
it's a competition, and
Right.
it's cool, and I think it's TV, and we should watch.
It's not
TV.
And the
cool.
producers
It's terrible.
play it up. The producers will be like, he's this sexy race car driver who works as
But
a
there's
real
still
estate
something within
agent.
you, though, that's
Who
just
was-
like yes or no.
Traveling with some. Wait, you were gonna ask a
I was
question.
gonna say, do we remember Joe Marriott? Was that
That
The
sounds like a
Bachelor?
fake name.
Was
That sounds like the Joe
Bachelor?
Schmo show, like Joe Marriott.
Oh, you mean Firestone?
Andrew Firestone.
Andrew Firestone.
He was a fox. That
And that worked out.
Yeah,
He and
yeah.
Trista, I
right?
believe.
Exactly.
No,
They ended-
Trista was he. I think he broke up with Trista. Trista went on. She was the first Bachelorette and got married to Ryan.
Right,
after 3
Tristan
kids.
Ryan, exactly.
Okay,
But-
and that was good, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. It's not gonna work on it. I think that the traveling aspect of it, traveling with someone, is a really good way to know. And I'm not the first one who said this, like if it's gonna work. Sophie agrees with me. That's all we need to know. Have you guys, do you travel well with
I
significant
do.
others?
Well, no, because Munchkin's super like my way or the highway, and I just just subscribe
along.
to that.
They don't travel together. He travels separately, so he doesn't get this time with, you know what I mean? That's why the girls are so bonded, because the girls travel
And some of
together.
them are thirst
And
traps.
so 6 of them become like best friends, because it's like forming a weird reality sorority.
That
Well,
you've
there
all
you
like
go.
back to back made out with the same person back to back to back.
That's what's so weird about
I
it.
cannot. I just can't make it work in my head.
Well, I think we've made it work. I think we've all come to consensus that we will let it be.